You start this time.
I think you just did.
I
Hello, and
did.
so I'm starting, but Jojopah kind of started. So we're here, and yeah, it's our second week of the 40 days of practice to run its course for the Lenten period. And yeah, I'm quite excited about what's been going on, really. Uh, Shall I just go straight for it?
Please, social worker.
Okay. 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 So I had this realization that there's a couple of people. Well, there's a few people in my life over the years that I've had this real kind of like dread and fear around bumping into them, seeing them, not wanting to
Yeah, yeah,
blah blah blah, giving them way. I mean, nothing to do with them, all to do with me giving them
right.
this like
Yeah,
ridiculously exaggerated power to affect me, which is all in my head, clearly.
yeah.
Um, and I've had since the start of this year resolutions on two of them, which has been really interesting.
Wow.
Where it's just like, hey, like I could literally probably sit down and eat dinner with them and not feel away, which is interesting.
Look at
And I
that.
was kind of
Wow.
minded by that because I saw someone else online where I just have this guttural reaction to, which
Yeah.
is also interesting because I've subsequently discovered that I've basically had Helicobacter pylori virus for about 9 years. I got treated for it and it clearly didn't work, and then I kept getting negative test results on this last like breath test thing, which wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And it's really made me reflect on, wow, it was only Cher kind of looked it up a bit more in how it impacts on your metabolic rate and your ability to absorb nutrition and all this kind of stuff. And it's not good. So basically, my entire gut system is just thriving with this virus.
Mm,
Um, and
mm.
uh, I'm really looking forward to trying this natural medicine stuff out that some studies have been done. So that should be here soon in the next sort of week or so, and then I've got 2 weeks of trying that treatment, and then I'll get retested. But it made me think about how sometimes it's hard to stomach things in life,
Whoa. Whoa.
and that
Yes.
actually it's like this whole kind of interesting, and the stuff that came around last week around I hate myself has manifested in sort of what I would call disordered eating and just not
Mm.
really not enjoying foods, but just eating lots of it and not even, yeah, just not savoring it and stuff. So I'm back to I surrender. I surrender. I am literally, I give it up.
Yeah.
um, and I'm going to continue to practice surrendering, I think. Just like, oh, okay, that's not within your control. Um, so we shall see. So that's where I'm at. I'm staying with the I surrender and allowing.
Wow. That's huge. I love that piece of, finding things in life hard to stomach. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's powerful. For me too, it's just been a powerful time. I've taken on really unpacking the core wound impact on my ability to be in relationship, an intimate relationship. And I had a really powerful revelation about how my mommy daddy story of unrequited love and and heartbreak and pain and sorrow has manifested throughout my life, and that from my mother all this rage that was operating in me at a very unconscious level. And I did, probably about starting 20 years ago, start to really unpack that, just in terms of my relationships with men and really people in general. But on Saturday, I got a revelation about how I can actually see and interact with someone through that rage. So, in other words, judging them, criticizing them, experiencing disappointment, experiencing, being a victim when it's not really the case. Yeah. Thank you, Kat. Like that.
I know. She's like,
I love
she's in here.
She's doing the sound effects, man. Because that was like, it's so perfect. That's exactly how I felt. It was like, and I had this project I was working on, and I need to be all creative and stuff, and I was just like in shock for the rest of the afternoon. I couldn't think of anything.
Interesting though, isn't it? Because I don't think either are dissimilar. It's this kind of, it's all made up crap in our heads, right?
Made up, girl. Made up.
None of it's real. It's all.
It wasn't real.
Everything. Yeah, it's just like,
it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you hold an experience for so long as one way, and then you find out that, honey, that was a lens you were wearing, and take off that lens. Mm-hmm. Now let's relook at what happened, and you're like, oh my God. So forgiveness work.
Yeah.
But not from a judging or blaming posture, because clearly our core wound, right, is something that we're all given in our sacred contract, and it has purpose. We're supposed to heal through it. We're supposed to connect with it. So it's not like I did something wrong, but I'm being given the opportunity now to really experience my life without that lens. And I am like titillating, like so excited to see what more can manifest. And again, this is coming from that place of my hand on my heart every morning, every night, and saying, okay, what do I need? What do I want in order to live in my joy? Yeah.
And that is that, holding space. And also, oh boy, when you clean up that space, you might get a surprise.
God.
What is going to show up? What will show up?
Yeah. Just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah.
And the intimacy and intimate relationship stuff, it's not just about sexual partners or lovers. It's that intimacy in relationship, full stop. Yeah.
Exactly. I just want to say that for some reason, StreamYard isn't showing me comments from Facebook, but I see there are 5 people watching live, and somebody just threw up a heart. So, and I don't want to go put Facebook on my phone because it might mess up my signal, but I just want to say hi to everybody who's joining in to this journey, this process, and thank you so much. I think, Majella, that you can't know what is blocking your joy.
Thank you so much. I've just realized that I can stream it, but okay, I'll tell you who is Bianca. Hello. Excellent. So
I was saying that you can't really know what is blocking your joy until you open up to learning, because you can't get at it intellectually. There's no way I intellectually could have gotten at this is what is in operation or was in operation in my life. Yeah.
And the whole, but we also have that crossover, like the the stomach and the gut issues and the fact that it's like I've clearly been holding all this in my digestive tract, and it's that kind of, interesting. And your experiences this week where you ate something that you really enjoyed and loved that you would have had a negative effect with.
Oh my God, that was huge, huge, because I have been committed to keeping my body alkaline, more alkaline than acidic. And I really have consciously avoided highly acidic foods like pasta. And I was able to eat spaghetti and meatballs and the dessert of tiramisu and not have any digestive problems from it. I was blown away. So, as you know, being, a social worker and therapist, that our brain really does get rewired in a healing process. And that rewiring is not just about how we think, but it's actually how our bodies function.
Yeah. And it's just so fascinating, isn't it? It's just, you think of all the work. Also, shall I tell you who else is here? Hello, Laurie. Hi, Laurie.
Hey, Laurie, Bianca, and Shaza Cutie from Cincinnati.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that kind of the whole stomaching things.
Yeah.
How do we? These are all symbolic of how we're living life, and it makes me go, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can't intellectualize that for sure. You can't. It's just there. It's there, and it hasn't been addressed, so it's still active in my physical makeup. And in order to shift that physically and emotionally, I'm just again holding my hands up and going, okay, I surrender. I literally surrender.
Maybe that's our mantra for this week, because I'm doing the same. I'm holding my hands up and I surrender to learning how I am now, that I no longer have to live through that lens of rage and, nothing will ever work out. Oh, the world is out to get me when it comes to relationships, I'm very, very excited for that. So yeah. So surrender. I like that. That's what I'm going to consciously keep in mind. Continue to put my hands over my heart and ask, and we'll see what next week brings. Yeah.
What shows up. Yeah, and I'd love to hear about how everyone else is doing and what's showing up.
Yes. Please share with us online. We'd appreciate hearing what's happening for you as well. Definitely. Yes. Any closing thoughts, my dear?
Yeah, I think allowing and surrendering. Stop with the struggle. When I've been feeling like that guttural response to something, it's not to disempower it or ignore it. It's actually, I feel like I need to disrupt it with love. So it's just like, okay, disrupt it with love. It's here. It's some learned behavior. Sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. It's okay. It's just a learned behavior, a learned response.
Shay. And I'd like to close out with just encouraging you and me and everyone else joining in to stay the course, because you can't imagine what is coming, what blessings are showing up. So stay curious, stay open, stay surrendered. And
definitely.
We'll see you back here again next week.
Next week. Yeah, perfect.
Great.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.